Hey guys, Cobra here. Welcome to another Race Challenge video. Guys, day 218 on the free-to-play account, the free brew account. I picked up some clan boss keys today, and I used them actually just around the Ultra Nightmare clan boss, and I did get some rewards today. I've got one more key. I'm not going to show you guys the run. I've done my Ultra Nightmare today. Did 3 keys immediately, 100 million there. Still very close to the 2 key. I sometimes get the 2 key, like my first key was 35.7, and then my second key was about 33 million, so I had to do a third key, unfortunately. But it will be a guaranteed 2 key once I get my Geomancer to level 60 with masteries, and it's going to be a guaranteed one for sure. Once I get the rotation actually in there, I think I will be changing up my rotation. So before we get on to what I've done in day 218, guys, I've got 2 void shards. We've got the 2x going on right now, hoping for the best. I'm just gonna pull these. Best case scenario, get 2 epics, get lots of points, and then get, I think there's a 5-star chicken, very close. If I get that, I'll be so happy. If not, then I guess I'll get just 100 points from the rares, right? And oh, it's a Bellower, nice. The Oakreen Tribes has just become a little bit easier. Oakreen Tribes is one of the more difficult faction wars, but a good geared Bellower with a good gear Grush can actually go a long way, can actually make this way easier. So happy with this pull. Definitely happy with the Bellower. He will be leveled up at least to 50, and I'll think about getting him to 60 because getting champions to 60 is going to be a rough thing. I've got so many champions to work on at the moment for Faction War specifically that it's a big long list, and I don't know how I'm gonna find all that energy. I think I'll start using up all my gems and not save my gems for pulls and stuff like that because it makes no sense. I just want to finish off the Faction Wars. So let's get on with the final shard. Give me a cold heart here. Give me a cold heart. Oh no, this guy Ifrit. Okay, whatever. Just got 100 points there. Don't think I'm getting any close to that reward, but hopefully by tomorrow, if I get something good, like an epic, I can get that chicken there. That 5-star chicken. It seems to be worth it. If I get a legendary pull or something, get a chicken, add to my chicken list. So when the actual champion training comes, I'll be prepared and actually get some progress into my account. So what I've done in day 218, guys, is I've reworked my arena team. So if you guys have never seen my arena team before, I was using Umbral Enchantress as my go-to second champion. So she wasn't she was actually speed tuned with Arbiter. She wasn't built for tankiness because she was basically applying that unkillable on herself. So how the team worked was Arbiter would go first, she would boost, and then Umbral will go apply the provoke on everybody and then apply an unkillable on herself, and that would actually make her just not die from enemies. The problem would be teams with the Folly there. On defense, Folly would not get provoked and actually would wreck my own team. But what I've done is basically removed all her gear and then placed it over onto Sylar. So, you guys don't know Sylar, have never seen her kit before. This is what her A3 is. Lead and legs places a 30% decreased speed debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. So that's a good debuff already. And then decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 40%. 40% is huge. It's a huge debuff. It's even more than what Lysandra does, but Lysandra also applies a boost of 30% to your team. So, I mean, obviously Lysandra is better, but it's a poor man's Lysandra, okay? Sylar is a poor man's Lysandra. So, the way they're built Sylar is now she is speed tuned with Arbiter, okay? So what speed tuning means is because of Arbiter speed being 309 at the moment. Yes, I know I got lucky with the speed glyphs and the speed gear that I have. Because of that speed that she has, the next person to go when she does the A3 needs to be extremely fast, and that's where Sylar comes in. Because of her A3, she decreases the turn meter of enemies, and that helps my remaining 2 members actually go and take their own turn. And that's how this combo works. The other bad thing about Umbral is if the enemies had an immunity gear, even one person of the enemy team had immunity gear, they would be immune to what Umbral would be trying to do. So Salar has a 257 speed and a 385 accuracy. Let's go and I'll show you the team in Arena and exactly how this works. So let me do a refresh. Getting good amount here of gold medals, just saving those for the next CBC to help out my clan. So this team right here doesn't look like a threat to my team just because of that skull crown. There's no arbiter against me. So the team here in auto would be the boost here. Then look at this. Look at the thermometer of everybody immediately went to half. And then my damage dealer and then my debuffer are full. So I'll definitely go right next. So now here, who do I want to double tap? I want to ensure that I kill this. What's her name? Ray. So we didn't do much damage there. Probably a weak hit. We're fine. Ooh, look at that stun. I should get the kill now. And then let's just finish this guy out. So I can't wait for tomorrow. We're going to have an artifact enhancement event going on. That's when I'll be redoing most of my gear on my account. That's usually when I level up my items that I've collected since the last artifact enhancement. That's where I put all my effort as a free-to-play account. Free-to-play player, I guess. So I've got my main account, which I do whatever I want. I've got this free-to-play account where I'm OCD about everything, just trying to be as careful as possible. Like, if I was actually totally protective of my resources, like I wouldn't even have pulled those voids right now because I could have saved them for a future fusion. So I don't know how I got those 2 resists there. I think that's insane how I got those resists because well, 400 accuracy, but I mean I got them, so that's it. Let's try and kill Sal the Drakes there. Solid amount of damage. Remember, I don't have that much damage on my poor Herndeg, but he still does what he's supposed to be doing. He's knocking them out. He's not booked, so his damage is not there to the maximum of its potential, but it's working as intended here. This combo with Salar is working as intended. It would have worked with Umbro, the same thing. But as I said, I'm using Salar in my other teams, in my dungeon teams as well. She's so good. Well, Umbro, she is useful. She can still be useful with less speed and accuracy. She doesn't need what she needed for Arena, and I wasn't using her in my dungeon teams as much as I would using Sylar. Of course, Sylar is better with a stun set. So ideally, I would have had the same stats, but with a stun set instead of accuracy sets and others. So here's a great example of being speed tuned. Okay, my arbiter interrupted the enemy team. So the enemy team had the arbiter go first. She's faster than my own, my 309 speed. But here's the real test of if I'm speed tuned or not and how effective Sylar is. So now I interrupted the enemy arbiter because the second person right here is not close enough to this arbiter. Even if she's at a 350 speed, if the second person is not close enough, then you allow the enemy to intercept and get their own turn. And that's when the actual strategies come into play and where you need to be careful when you're building your team. Speed is not always the answer, because if you go second, you can still win. So now I'm going second actually. So I'm boosting. My Salar actually goes and everybody looks to be at a full turn meter, even my own team. But since I will be reducing the enemy's turn meter and applying a decreased speed debuff, this will help my team come first, hopefully, and apply the debuff. And then my Herndeg can go with a 170 speed or something that he has. So let's see. Look at the decreased speed, decrease in turn meter. There's the decrease in defense coming in. There it is. I could have done a provoke as well. And now my Herndeg goes. Remember, my Herndeg has about a 170, 180 speed. Nothing too crazy. Here, ideally, I want to kill at least a couple of these. So I'm going to try and kill Iron Brago here and Arbiter. But I want to get that double tap on Iron Brago. Get him out the way. Solid there. Got 3 kills. Almost got the 4th kill onto that Razin there. But this was a very good example of why Sylar works so well here. So this is a really solid team. I don't think I can take this team, but let's see how this goes. Not going to go on this on auto. So double booster there. Will I have the chance to interrupt? No, he's He's speed tuned with Seeker there. So this is another good example of when you build it right, there's no chance for me to intercept. So he was faster. He got the turn in and he got the win. I don't try to beat all the teams here. Remember, it's a free-to-play account trying to beat Gold 4 teams, which are not always free-to-play players. There's spenders, there's non-spenders. As long as I get a good win ratio, I'm fine with it. I can change my defense. I put a one-person defense, and that's how I do it and keep on farming those gold medals. Just trying to build up my great hole. Let me do one more fight and I'll show you my great hole and my thoughts behind it and what I should be maxing out as a free-to-play player who acquired Arbiter already and looking forward into, you know, into who I'm going to be getting next. So let's see. Boost here. There's a decreased speed, decrease in perimeter. We almost got the kill there. Like if Herndік actually targeted Arbiter there with his move, he could have gotten that kill. But yeah, that was a bad hit by Herndік. So if he got that double tap on Arbiter, I would have gotten the kill. And like if I had Umbro would have given me the win there actually, because she would have a double turn provoke. That's where it becomes tricky on who to pick. But I think it's more on if I built a better nuker, then I wouldn't be having these issues. My nuker is at a 100% crit, 244 critical damage, 172 speed, 4.6k attack. But I think I don't have Helm Smasher. I think Helm Smasher is what I'll be picking up next. I'll be picking probably Helm Smasher next and rebuilding these mastery. Do I have a free one? Yes. I've got a free reset, so that's cool, I guess. Currently, I'm running a Divine Critical Rate and a Cruel, so that's it. And let me show you the Great Hole, guys, before we close off the video. Very basic. Everything is red except for the 3 accuracy trees right here. I will be trying to max out Void next. It doesn't help me that much at the moment because I only have Arbiter and several other epic champions at the moment who benefit from Void. So that's why I'm not too worried about the Great Hole at the moment. I'm just doing my daily arena runs and that's it. And whenever the CBC comes, then I decide. What I did last CBC was I took some of the resist ones to 3, so that's a solid 15 resist acquired. I consider resist as a solid second choice in terms of Great Hole, just because of how good this is on both the Doom Tower, arena in general. It helps with dungeons. Getting resist to your champions is actually worthwhile, even more so than critical damage, attack percent, defense percent, or HP percent, in my opinion. So that was the video today, guys. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're focusing on your fusion, or if not, just trying to pick up something free from all the events that are up. Just use your energy wisely and pick up something that you might want for your account. Maybe Cornelia is great. She'll be one of the epics available just as a solid pick through the champion training. I think champion training event that is coming. So it's going to be probably like a 15,000 point reward, 12,000 point reward in the champion training. So lots of effort required, but I think she's worth it. For support, for a dwarf support, I think she's going to be worth it. If she's fixed, just 2 books on her A3 can make her actually do some solid healing and support to the whole team. So this was the video right there, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.